1 troy ounce of pure silver. Nice little ingot. Let's see, can I do it? What do you think? Oh yeah! Woohoo! Hi guys, this is the Seattle Ring Hunter, and this is a test, and we're doing some beta testing on a new design that I just put together. It's not a design that's completely my own. It's something that other people have done. Typically they use it, this type of a small suction device, kind of a mini dredge of sorts, to suck out when they're gold in a stream looking for loose gold in the cracks and crevices of the hard pan. When they get down to the little tiny rocks, the cracks in between the rocks and bedrock, they can use a suction device like this, and they're trying to collect the fines, the real fine gold and the small nuggets. Well, obviously that's not what I'm about. I'm about jewelry recovery in deep, silty conditions that are hard to see. So we have a 2200 gallon per hour bilge running off of 12 volts DC. We've got a Venturi setup. We've got a nozzle inside of here that you'll see later on. We've got the flow coming, the input going here all the way through. This is our containment, our catch. So it's actually got a screen in the back there, so the flow can go all the way through, and that's going to create a Venturi suction right here at this point. So the test here that we're going to do is to see if basically we'll be down underneath in the water with scuba gear on, and we'll have the larger metal detector. We'll find a target of sorts in the silt, which is difficult to get with dive gloves and everything. So we're going to be using pinpointer, and once we get to the pinpointer, we're messing around in the silt. We're going to bring this over until that target gets sucked up into the containment. So here's a test run. So that's a penny that we have in there. We got the penny there. And now we know we've got it. We'll have a button on this later so we can turn it off. It's just temporarily, it's just intermittent use to be able to get our target. So we're to see how that works with the pinpointer. I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate all the things that this thing is doing really well at. There's a dime. Suck that dime up with no problem. Here's a nickel. The nickel's going up. I'll actually hold this so you can see that it's actually going to draw it all the way up the top here. So here's a real small ring. It's a junker, but it's really lightweight actually, so that's not a big deal. We've got a quarter. I got to position this because I don't have so much room in this tub. Okay, quarter. Coins, to be honest with you, are pretty lightweight. They're flat. They pick up pretty easily. Here's a dollar coin. We're going to go ahead and do a dollar coin here. We've got 1.5 inch inside diameter on the pipe here, so we can actually get something as large as a $half without any problem. So we put in there. We got a 14 karat gold ring. This is the important one. That thing just got, oh, there it is. You can hear it fall on the containment catch. Stainless steel ring, chunky, not real heavy, but it's got a little more surface area, so it gets picked up. Carbon tungsten, tungsten carbide, sorry. That one there's actually got some weight to it, but let's see here. Suck that up like nobody's business. Here's a big chunky ring. It's got more surface area, so maybe the suction will pick it up. It's brass. This is not complete at this end. This is actually going to be pinned and locked in so it won't fall off like it just did. But here, pick that up, roll, no problem. All right, here's something with some weight to it. This is 1 troy ounce of pure silver. Nice little ingot. Let's see, can I do it? What do you think? Oh yeah! Woohoo! I'm excited about that. So you get something like a 14 karat white gold bracelet sitting in there. No problem. So we're going to go ahead and cut the voltage on that pump. we would have a pin in here, pop the pin. You can see the bottom. Later on, if necessary, after doing some additional tests in a real live situation with a lot of silt, we'll see if we need to actually drill holes all throughout this part here. Why go through the effort if it's not completely necessary? But here we go. And as you can see, the size of the grate chain stayed in there. So there we go. Really excited about the video. So this is what the ultimate configuration is going to be, something kind of like this. I'm going to have to come up with some type of bracket system that will hold the bilge pump up to that pipe there after this pipe is all glued together. One solid piece except for the catch at the end here. It'll have a pin in it, maybe 1 or 2 pins to hold it on there. So there'll be a ball detent that'll keep the pins from falling out. So that'll be secure, easy enough to pull on and off to collect and check whatever's in there right after capturing it. So then it can come out of the containment system and be put into another secure container that I have on me while I'm diving. And this will just be used intermittently, like I said before. We're not intending to run this thing like you would be if you were looking for gold and cracks and running it for 10, 15, 20 minutes at a time down below, just sucking everything up and all the sands and everything. We're just looking for the targets that we find with the metal detector. We're going to poke the hose around the inlet, the suction, I should say, suction portion around until we locate that target and get it sucked up inside of there. With the pump running for just a little bit longer, I'm hoping that it'll blow some of the silt out, making it a little bit of an easier recovery once this is opened up. Could easily look in there and see what it is, and put the trash in the trash collection, and any treasure or any items of interest that we found, we can put them in a secure container that I have. Lithium ion battery just for testing right now. 12 volt system, 2 amp hours, which isn't going to last terribly long. DeWalt battery just for testing. There's a few other options, quite a few options as far as batteries are concerned, and trying to find a decent watertight case that I can take underwater to some depth. So we're not planning on going super deep with this thing, probably no more than 30 feet for the most part. A lot of shallow type of stuff is what we'll be using it for, but we'll go ahead and test that out later once we find a case that's suitable and a battery pack that's suitable. But I'm really excited about the amount of suction I'm getting out of here. I will consider this test successful, and right now I can show you real quickly here in this video. We have a Venturi set up because we have our jet right here, and as other people have used, this isn't my idea, but this was the end of a tube of silicone caulk. Just cut off the end there so we could get that restriction in there. It's dead center. It just happens to fit in here really well, and as you can see in there, it's getting enough flow to cause that Venturi to get us the suction that we need. So I think we're really on to something here. Once I get this all put together, we'll go ahead and give it a real life test out there underneath one of our local dock systems, and hopefully we can recover some great targets and some lost items. This is Seattle Ring Hunter. If you lost anything, give me a call, 206-618-8194, and I'll see if I can come out and do a search for you. If it's on the land, in the grass, the sand, or underwater, we're capable of locating some of your lost items. Cheers until next time.
If you've lost your ring or special item of value, please get in touch with me at theseattleringhunter.com as soon as possible so I can arrange to do a search for you.